Hello, everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful time of day. How's everybody doing? Hello, hello, hello. Starting the day off with some variety here. This game came out earlier this year. I don't exactly remember when. The music's gonna go off. Hold on. Came out, well, January this year. Got a key for it. And honestly, seems like my kind of game. Seems like something that I'll enjoy. Well, we'll just get into it. I'm gonna start with voice acting, but I might turn it off. One of the things I noticed immediately was it's completely voice acted, but you can turn off the characters' voices, which I really like. So, we might turn off the, no offense to the main character, but I might turn off their voice. So, let's just jump into it.
And so it came to pass that the day was to be saved by the most unlikeliest of heroes, a small child unwillingly thrust into the workforce. One disaster after another had been diverted due to her diligent and cunning decision-making. With the kingdom on the verge of knowing everlasting peace and prosperity, our hero could finally rest their weary head, but only after one more critical decision was to be made. A decision of great weight, a decision of immense importance, a decision that could possibly kill hundreds, even thousands of people. Oh my God, you've made the wrong choice. You didn't think things through. You've doomed us all. Everything's on fire now. We're all covered in fire. How could you have done this to us?
Oops.
Lil!
What? Oh, Dad, I must have been having a nightmare.
It's over now, sweetie. But since you're awake, I think it's time you and I had the talk.
Out of one nightmare and into another.
Sweetie, there comes a time in every young person's life.
What? Dad, you don't have to do this.
When they have to work their dad's shift at the guard shed while he places a bet on the goblin ball match down at the pub.
Aw, Dad, do I have to? Today was the day I was going to start off on a grand adventure with my friends. I want to sail the open sea. I want to fight ogres. I want to throw rocks at things.
You think I didn't want to throw rocks at things when I was your age? But I had a duty. I had a responsibility. I had to work at the guard shed while my dad placed a bet at the goblin ball match down at the pub.
Did he ever win anything?
Do you think we'd be stuck here if he did?
But I'm 12. Won't we get in trouble?
Not if we don't get caught. Come on, I'll show you how to handle anything that comes up.
Woo! Child's workforce. All right, hold on. I want to voice Lil. I want to voice Lil.
Okie dokie. Ready for me to very quickly show you how everything works?
Oh, good. Everyone loves a tutorial.
No time for a full rundown, so I'll sum it up like this. The key thing to remember when being a castle guardsman is...
Dad, someone's coming. What do we do?
Okay. Guess the best way to learn is by doing. Let's just hope there's someone completely plain and boring. Good morning, Mrs. Abernathy. How's your day today?
Plain and boring, as always.
Bingo. Would you mind if Lil looks after you?
Oh, not at all. It's always a pleasure to see your daughter, Shamish.
It's Hamish.
What is?
Never mind. Now, Lil, when a visitor approaches the guard shed, they'll generally start by stating their business.
I'd like to state my business. I bring a basket of baked goods to my son and his family once a week. Oh, would you like one?
Yeah. I'll put this in my inventory. Yippee.
After they state their business, it's pretty much your call what to do next. You can select them and interrogate them. There's tools, the phone there on the wall. You only get 3 action points. You get it, right?
Not really. What do we need tools for?
You can pick one and it does something. Come on, Lil. I've really got to speed this along. The Goblin Ball game is about to start.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm inconveniencing you.
Oh, no, not at all, dear. I don't mind helping out.
But the princess is whirly-gigging the ceremonial first slingshot.
She is? Sweet jumping jitters, we gotta get to that game. Let's wrap this up, dear. Seamus, tell the girl what to do.
The name is Hamish.
No, it's Mrs. Abernathy.
Okay. Bag.
Didn't we cover this? That's your inventory bag where you keep the things
Okay,
people give
okay.
you or that you confiscate from them. In other words, your sweet, sweet loot.
Got
Looking
it.
in your bag for something to use doesn't cost you an action point.
Got it. Oh, it's D&D. Royal Wit. The first thing you do when you start your shift is to take a look. It's got a lot of information you'll need to do your job. If the Castle Guard Corps can activate a good star rating this month, there will be a pizza party at the barracks. Okay. From the desk of Councilwoman Ash, there will be a demonstration in the city square this evening held by members of the Mages Guild. If any of the speakers come through your gate, please call my office to initiate their escort and secondary screening. Congratulations to Guardsman Randy on 35 years at his post. After a 6-month undercover operation at the Sprawl Cavern for the elderly, a group of street Grammies and Grampies were discovered to be trafficking illegal drugs into and out of the city. While not every old person is to be treated as a drug mule, please be vigilant while dealing with somebody's grandparent. Depressed Joker seeks person with funny name. If you call and pique my interest, there's a cash bonus in it for you. Malcolm. Oh my god, she's a drug mule.
Our tools. If you want to use a tool, you have to make sure it has a crystal to charge it. Here, I'll show you.
Okay.
I'll add today's crystals to the tools that don't have any. That way I have a well-rounded arsenal.
Why do the other tools already have crystals in them?
I carried them over from previous days. Any other questions?
Why does a bullwhip need to be powered by crystals?
No more questions.
Okay.
Truth spray. You spray it and they tell the truth. Honestly, that's what it does.
Okay.
This X-ray scanner can see through most types of clothing, flesh, and bone. It uses low-grade radiation. Do not use on trolls.
Okay.
No humming.
Oh.
It's a metal detector. You figure it out.
Okay. What's this one?
You can use this decoder ring to decode things. Not exactly sure how it works. The instructions were written in some kind of code.
Oh.
Feeling stuck? This phone is for calling the royal advisors and asking for their help, but all they'll really give you is their opinion. You can get a hold of Lieutenant Stryker, captain of the guards, and technically our boss.
Hello, who's there?
Or First Councilwoman Ash, the head bureaucrat of the sprawl with a real mind for politics.
This is Councilwoman Ash. Hello? Hello, is somebody there?
Who
And
else?
finally, the royal jester Malcolm, chaos personified in human form.
Hello, you've reached Malcolm. Please leave a message after the goose honk. Hey, where'd the goose go? Well, chase after it, for goodness sake!
Each call costs an action point.
Okay.
I already told you, selecting the person means you interrogate them and hear more of their story. It's the best way to find out someone's true intentions. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes using a tool will do the job better, or the phone, or it's a combination of things. I don't know, you can spend all 3 action points just interrogating them for all I care.
What are
You
these?
use the Wicked 3000 to make the big decision to let someone in, or send them packing. Now you can choose to use the Wicked 3000 at any point during a turn, but sometimes it's better to use up all 3 action points to find out everything you can, by any means necessary.
Sometimes.
Yeah, and sometimes people are in a really big hurry, like I am right now, so just pick a damn lever already.
Oh my god. Select and hold to make your decision. Why is this one broken? Wait, I want to go back. How do I go back? No, I wanted to interrogate her. Guess I'll admit her. But she's bringing drugs into the city.
Great job, Lil. Your mother would be so proud to see you now. After my delivery, I'm off to watch the big game. Got my grandson's inheritance riding on a tip that the Stapleford Snughorns are gonna win it today.
Here's a tip, never lend Mrs. Abernathy money to bet with.
Let's hurry along to the game. We don't want to be late, do we, Hamish?
My name is Shamish. No, wait, it's not. Oh, I better go. Time to put on your big kid pants. You can do this.
More like I'm being forced to do this.
It's only for today, I swear. Come meet me in the tavern when the shift is over. Good luck.
Good luck with your illegal gambling.
I don't need luck.
Believe me, he does.
Okay, Lil, you got this. Oh, yay! I did the tutorial. Okay.
Charmed to make your acquaintance, young gate-minder. I am Tyronius Athanatos, son of Brielle and Darunia Athanatos. I have been summoned to deliver the keynote speech at the Festival of Magical Freedom tonight, hosted by the Mages Guild.
Oh, he needs an escort.
Will you require anything further?
Mages Guild. Mages Guild. Ash.
I'm so glad you called. Frankly, I was worried you guardsmen never followed the writ due to illiteracy. Admit the mage, and my people will escort him to the venue.
What's your speech about?
Oh, my dear child. It is obvious to me that you do not possess a magical bone in your body, and my speech, therefore, would only serve to confuse and frighten you.
gonna tease him. The only one confused is you about how frightened you are of me. Stupid.
I admire your bravery, but you walk a fine line between bravery and foolishness. Be warned.
So, what's this? The Festival of Magical Freedom, anyway.
Tonight, hundreds, maybe thousands of like-minded mages, shamans, witches, wizards, and warlocks will gather to express our rights to use our gods-given talents without having to bend our knee to the preposterous laws of lesser beings.
Lesser beings? Like me?
Precisely.
I imagine you don't have to check your ego at the door at an event like this. You can just bring it right in with you.
That is exactly the kind of thing a non-magical being would say. Now enough of this foolishness. Let me pass.
A smag? Yeah.
The House of Thanatos, and indeed the entire Mages Guild, thank you, young guardian. You will go far.
Or you're gonna kill me, man. You read the book and followed orders. Good, Little Guardsman. What is this? It's like if you do it, like, absolutely perfect? Oh.
Good afternoon. I am here to pick up my two kids from the no-good, stingy lowlife of a father who happens to be my lying, cheating lowlife of an ex-husband, Orlando. His address is there on this incomprehensible, illegible letter my kids sent me. Believe me, I would love to have him get off his sorry butt and bring them to me for once.
Oh, wait, I wanted to... Can I use the decoder? Take a closer look at Denise's letter. I don't know how to tell you this, but... Wait, what? What? It says... Come soon... It says... Come soon, Mommy. Kelly is not more. Does that make sense to you?
Oh my god, my boys don't know how to spell. But also that thing about Kelly being the worst. So that's Kelly isn't as fun as she's made out to be. If anything, she's making my kids miserable. I've never been so happy in my life. Oh my god, I need to get my kids right now.
Yeah, I trust you. What's your game plan?
First, I'll make sure my boys are safe. Next, I'll Kelly's so hard that it'll up Orlando's.
What? Oh my god.
I knew I never should have introduced them to each other. Kelly was my hairdresser. Was is the key word. Can I go get my kids now?
Yeah. People come and go, but no matter what, you'll always be those kids' mother.
You're right. I will be, no matter who that low-life jerk ex-husband Orlando dates. Thank you for saying that. Thanks. Don't worry, Polyphemus, Orlando Jr. Mama's coming for you.
Good luck. Good use of the decoder ring, Guardsman. You didn't judge a book by its cover, and you knew not to stand in the way of a mama bear and her cubs. Oh, I got a badge for that one. What the fuck?
What in the bloody blazing blasted hell is the hold-up? Why have we stopped, Whelp?
Well, sir, the guard...
Silence! Speak when spoken to, or you'll get the whip, Whelp.
Yes, sir.
Now, you, child, let me pass. I have important business to attend to. Come on, shake a leg. BS waits for no man.
BS. Oh. BS?
Bank of the Sprawl.
Well, that's unfortunate. Is that a funny name? What kind of business do you have at the bank today, sir?
I shan't be airing the details of my BS appointment with some nosy little brat tending the gate. Mind your business or you'll get the whip, child.
You shouldn't threaten to whip people. Actually, that reminds Lil of her toolkit. I don't think you're allowed to tell me what your business is.
Insolence!
But, sir, it's only a deposit.
One more outburst, and it will be back in the cage with you.
Whip!
I'm sorry, sir. I was just slouching, only for a second. I'll make sure that none of the blood gold falls out of its case.
What?
You nincompoop! It wasn't me using the whip. If it was, believe me, you'd feel it.
Wait a second. Did he say blood gold? Isn't that illegal?
He didn't say blood gold, he said bloody gold. It's a form of slang he must have picked up from somewhere. Isn't that right, you bloody idiot?
Yes, sir. Whatever you say, sir.
I'd like to take a closer look at those gold bars. What? Yoink. I think I need to hold on to these.
Why, you greedy little urchin. I think I like you more than ever.
No, it's not like that.
Oh, of course. Just remember, if you make any form of profit off of those, you're as much to blame as I am.
Wait, what?
Now, since you are finished rifling through my personal belongings, you insufferable petty little monster, let me pass.
Oh, okay. I mean, is his name funny? His name's kind of funny. Maybe not. Well, now what are they gonna do?
Would you like to see my tax returns too? Perhaps my bank statements? I'll be keeping my private affairs to myself, whippersnapper. If you want to see what I'm taking to the bank, you'll have to pry it from my cold, dead hands.
That's a little extreme. Isn't there a nicer and less fatal way for you to cooperate?
Get a lawyer, you insolent puppet.
Oh, I should have x-rayed. I mean, I guess we took it. I feel like I fucked up here, but we'll see.
It's about bloody time. Get moving, whelp.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Silence. Nobody was talking to you.
All due respect, sir, but you were talking to me.
Don't be impertinent. Onward!
Oops. But I thought I took the blood gold. And he still wanted to come in? Well, okay, you live and you learn.
Good afternoon. This is Dr. Marquess Beatrix von Matterhorn calling. Who may I ask am I speaking to?
This is Lil.
Nice to meet you, Lil. I need one of you gate guards to come down to the dig site as soon as you can.
Okay. And where exactly is that? She hung up.
Why, hello there. I have come to the Sprawl to participate in capitalism.
What is this game?
After years on the road as a traveling merchant, I'm finally ready to put down roots. And what better place than the sprawling metropolis of the Sprawl? Huh, I just got that. Garby Bunches is the name.
Garby Bunches? That's gotta be made up. I'm gonna have to see some documentation.
Can't fault you for doing your due diligence. Here's my vendor's license issued by the Sprawl Board of Trade.
Like, is there a way to... I'm confused by this.
Oh, I think I might need that.
I think I'm gonna need more.
Okay, if you say so. I just can't wait to get in the mix and figure out what kind of merchant this place really needs. Since I was a boy selling lemonade, when life literally gave me lemons, I've dreamed of maximizing profits and keeping overhead low.
Seems like a weird dream for a kid to have.
You couldn't possibly understand, little girl, with your cushy government job. Wait, shouldn't you be in school or off playing or something?
Don't ask.
See, you get it. Once I've set up shop selling, well, whatever I decide to sell, I'll be sure to give you a discount.
I look forward to buying something. Let's call Malcolm.
Garby Bunches. Where have I heard that name before? Wait a minute. Ask him if he's descended from Garbanzo the Terrible.
Are you related to Garbanzo the Terrible?
Yep, my great-great-great-great-grandpappy Garbanzo.
OMG, tell him I'm a huge fan. I've got so many questions. Like, why did he use an ice cream scoop? How did he dispose of all that mess?
This isn't helpful.
You're not helpful.
I'm not planning to sell lemonade, but I could see a stall for, well, capes and monocles. Really tap into the opera and or vampire market. How about powders and ointments? Who doesn't love a good ointment?
I think the only people that would come to your shop would be little old ladies.
You have no idea how powerful that demographic is. I would love to corner the little old lady market.
Did you hear that? This guy says he wants to corner a little old lady in the market!
You're truly deranged.
Thank you.
Can you smell that?
The trash barge? Yeah. It comes in on the weekends. The smell only lingers for a couple of days.
Not the reek of filth and decay. That's the reek of opportunity. See you around.
I would have known that a funny name would lead to connecting Jester Malcolm to one of his historical heroes. Good job. No more, folks. Time to close up shop. Aww. Oh, yippee! Almost perfect. Oh, the dig site. What's this? Ammonia, hydrogen, iodine. All pretty basic stuff. Machines like this are a relatively new discovery in this sprawl. All notice is the words Commander Keen among the inscrutable technical jargon. Oh, what's that? Oh, what's that? The hole is so deep you can't see the bottom. It must have a really good ladder guy. You see a small cot and a pile of clothes through the gap. Dr. B must sleep here.
Oh my, were you left behind? The last group of school children departed hours ago. Feel free to wait in the lost and found box until someone comes to collect you.
No, you called me. I'm Lil. I spoke on the phone. I was covering for my dad at the south gate.
Ah, of course, Lil, yes. Yes. But no, this is highly irregular. But then again, you'll have to do, for the sake of time. Ha! Sake of time. Do you get it?
No.
Trust me, you will.
Who are you? Again?
Dr. Marquess Beatrix von Matterhorn, head of archaeological research at the Royal Academy. But you can call me B.
Gotcha. And, what's so great about this place?
Would you like the long or short version?
Yeah, I've got time. Hit me with some of that sweet exposition, baby.
This place is known as the dig site.
How creative.
We stand at the site upon which power crystals were first discovered.
The power crystals that I used for the tools in the garden?
Those and every other technological marvel of our lifetimes.
Okay, tell me more.
The power crystal was discovered completely by accident. 80 years ago, on this site, an iconic dwarven heavy metal band performed to celebrate the coronation of Princess Desdemona's grandfather, King Artemis. At the moment of a particularly rumpus drum solo, the vibrations opened up a chasm, swallowing the entire stage and the musicians, and a few dozen enthusiastic fans. Legend says the band emerged from the chasm adorned in the glowing magical rocks, or what we know as power crystals today.
That must have looked awesome!
Very awesome, but there's more. Whether by fate or the actions of an inebriated mage, the bass player was struck by a lightning bolt, and the crystals in her cape and beard absorbed the electric discharge. Everything that previously relied on magic within a 5-mile radius lit up and was charged for weeks.
Hardcore!
Very hardcore. A massive industry sprung up and developed the multitudes of ways we use power crystals, which ushered in an unprecedented era of prosperity for the sprawl, making our city-state the world power it is today.
Gotcha. But what does this have to do with me?
I am the preeminent expert in the advanced properties of power crystals, and my research suggests we have barely scratched the surface of what these puppies can do.
Okay. But what does this have to do with, me?
Lil, I have found how to harness the crystal's power to alter the very fabric of time. May I present the Chronometer 3000? And what I need to know from you is, do you know anyone who would be willing to go on what some might call an adventure?
Me! Oh, me! I want to go on an adventure.
Wonderful. But before you go off and start pushing buttons willy-nilly, let me explain how I came across this incredible new discovery. Or more, exposition, as you might say. You see, by transmuting the crystal's more raw and ethereal properties and tethering it to a gnomish astrolabe, they can produce temporal anomalies. We began experimenting by fashioning teeny tiny harnesses and attaching the crystals to mice and directing radio signals towards them. We perfected the process and found that we could send these mice back minutes, hours, even a full day with a less than 13% fatality rate. Blah blah microscope, blah blah live chicken, blah 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 resonance chamber, blah.
Oh. Wait, what? Where am I? What just happened? I was just at the dig site. Now I'm back here somehow. Quick, pants check? No pee at least. Great. What was she going on about? That device thingy? Oh my god, why is it here with me? Did I just...
Good afternoon. This is Dr. Marquess Beatrix von Matterhorn calling. Who may I ask am I speaking to?
This is
Nice to
Lil.
meet you, Lil. I need one of you gate guards to come down to the dig site as soon as you can.
What's going on? Don't you remember? She hung up. Again.
Why, hello there. I've come to the Sprawl to participate in capitalism. After years on the road as a...
Let me stop you there. Your name is Grabby Blanchers, right? You're a traveling merchant or something?
Ah, I see my reputation precedes me. Kind of. The name is Garby Bunches.
This is so weird. I swear I already dealt with this guy. I can either do the same thing as I did last time, or maybe this is a chance to try something different.
I'm sorry. Are you talking to me?
That's what I'm trying to decide, Garbs.
Regardless, Here's my vendor license issued by the Sprawl Board of Trade for confirmation. That's odd. I seem to have misplaced my vendor license.
Oh. The board is not going to be happy about this, Garby. I need to get this guy processed and get my butt back to the dig site. Is there a, I mean, I already did everything, so. I swear I've done this already. I remember pulling the lever.
Can you smell that?
I think then you said something about opportunity.
You got it. See you around.
I need to get back to the dig site to figure out what just happened. Dig site time! Miss? What the French toast did you do to me?
Oh my, were you left behind? The last group of school children departed hours ago. Feel free to wait in the lost and found box until someone comes to collect you.
I need you to listen to me. Something very strange is going on. My name is Lil. Don't you remember me?
Oh, Lil, from the phone call earlier, of course. Yes. But no, this is highly irregular. But then again, you'll have to do, for the sake of time. Sake of time. Do you get it?
Ah, I already told you no. Oh, wait. Actually, I do.
My name is Dr. Marquess Beatrix von Matterhorn, head of archaeological...
Moological research at the Royalty School for Smart People. You said I can call you Trixie. We've been through this before.
I'd prefer if you called me B.
And this is to say where power crystals were first discovered and you used them to make a time machine. Then you baited me with promises of adventure and pretty much forced me to push the big shiny button on your silly little time machine. And now I'm pretty sure I've just traveled back through time and I'm kind of freaking out here. Any questions?
Wait, why am I asking you questions? For any of this to be possible, it would require the use of my newly crafted device. May I present the Chronometer 3000? Wait, where did it go?
Do you mean this?
My invention! How did you get that?
You gave it to me. Well, not really. But you were going to give it to me, I think. You were in the middle of explaining?
And you were seduced by the glowing red button.
Can you blame me?
Yes! But it is a good button. I'm just proud of myself that your particles weren't immediately dispersed to the furthest reaches of space and time. That risk becomes much lower once I configure it to your individual life source, which I will do now. At any rate, I think the castle gate is a perfect place to test my prototype, and I need a willing gate guard to use the device. And allow me to track their progress to make sure only the right people are permitted entry to the sprawl. Do you have any questions?
Right people?
Individuals or groups that would improve the daily life of the inhabitants of the sprawl, rather than those who would see harm come to the community and castle.
Isn't that subjective?
Yes, well, I suppose it is, but recently the kingdom has seen a rise in rebellious factions, envious neighboring nations, not to mention the resentful Mages Guild since the Power Crystal has replaced most household magical applications. One wrong choice could trigger a domino effect that could lead to the fall of the sprawl.
Oh. Why not use it yourself? So to recap, you're giving me, a 12-year-old, who worked exactly one day at the castle gate, the power to rewind time? Why not just use it yourself?
I have been testing the device myself for months. In fact, I used it to repeat a month's worth of the same day and learn to play the oboe. Can I show you?
For the love of all that is holy, no.
Oh, well, perhaps another time. My calculations suggest that no changes I could make from my post at the Royal Academy would have nearly the impact on the sprawl that you gate guards do. Academia, am I right? So I came to the conclusion that trying it out at the gate is a calculated risk worth taking.
I think I get the idea, Dr. B. I'm ready to go out in the world and use this device properly. And definitely not to win the lottery or to repeatedly watch people trip and fall over and over and over again.
You'd want that?
Yes, trip and fall! I have a feeling you're not using your scientific experiments to their full potential.
Regardless, you'll find you can't use it whenever or wherever you want. It is now calibrated, so it will only allow you to fold space and time when you are inside the guard shed.
Bitch! Ah, rats.
Furthermore, by default, the device will automatically allow you to travel back to the start of your guard shift, including your loadout.
What?
However, I hacked it a bit so that you can jump back to a specific point in the turn. Hack is the key word, though. I have to leave now. There is more science to be done. I will summon you soon, and we will see what else you might be ready for. Thank you, Lil. The world thanks you.
No pressure.
You can do this. Just try not to break space and time. I'm not kidding.
Maybe I should have mentioned I was only working the gate for one day. Oh well. It's getting pretty late. I should head home. Oh, my.
Your dad's over there.
Legend has it that this neon sign was made by a company that makes custom neon signs. I wonder... That's where they keep the good stuff. Arda will only open a bottle for people she knows will pay their tab. You remember this working when you were little. Pretty great collection of tunes. Your dad always says if you ever get enough money, you could chip in to get her fixed. Oh, can we fix up the tavern? This ain't the nicest place in town, but there's always a warm fire going.
Hey, there she is, my hard-working, angel-faced sweetest of the sweetest daughter of mine.
You didn't win your gambling, did you?
No, but it wasn't my fault. The other team was just too good. But I didn't lose all my money. We still have left what I didn't bet, so...
That'll be 15 gold for the ale.
And now we don't have any left. Hey, Lil, did you take any bribes or pickpocket anyone today?
Yep, here you go. Had this off an old mean type of guy. He had an assistant that he just kept walloping and walloping. I don't think he likes his work.
This is perfect! Arda, a round for everybody! I'll be right back after I call my guy. Thanks again, Lil.
Wait, you'll never believe what happened. Right at the end of my shift, I got this phone call, okay? Asking me to come down to the dig site.
Did you remember to lock up the shed?
What? Yeah.
And turn off the light?
Yeah, yes, I did. Whatever. Just listen.
You gotta make sure to turn off the light, Lil. They'll charge us for the overnight usage.
I've remembered to turn off the light. I think. Anyway, Dad, I met this professor at the dig site, and she had this time machine. And when I touched the time machine, I went back in time. then she gave me the time machine to use when I worked the guard shed for you. But it only works the guard shed, and so that was kind of a bummer. But it's super cool, and it only works for me.
That's great, sweetie. I'm glad you liked covering for me today. But you don't have to make up stories just so you can work another shift.
Wait, no, that's not what's happening.
Anytime you want to be just like Daddy and work down at the guard shed, all you need to do is ask.
Dad, you're not fully comprehending what I'm trying to tell you.
Hey, Arda, did you hear? Lil's making up cute stories so she can be more like her old man.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I have the power to manipulate time, and I demand to be taken seriously!
Okay, I understand. I can see that you're serious. Seriously adorable. But honestly, Lil, you can cover for me anytime you like. You're probably doing a better job than me anyways.
This isn't how I expected it to go.
Speaking of that, I better call my guy and make a bet on the next game. It's getting late. You better get upstairs to bed, Missy. Good night, Lil.
Good night, Dad. Maybe someday you'll believe me. Good luck with your gambling.
I don't need luck.
The TV's broken. Mouse? I'm pooped. That's enough adventure for one day. I'm ready to hit the sack. On her way to the bar, Mrs. Abernathy accidentally walked into 2 more tutorials, causing her to be late to make a bet on the big Goblin Ball game. Her grandson's inheritance is safe, for now. Tronius gave his keynote speech at the Festival of Magical Freedoms and inspired most in the crowd. The divide between magical and non-magical beings grew a little more that night. He is indebted to the Councilwoman Ash for her influence in facilitating his smooth admittance to the sprawl. After Denise picked up her kids, she moved them safely out of view, but not earshot, and gave Keeley a piece of her mind. Polyphemus and Orlando Jr. learned a handful of new words that day, but some they already knew. Rumpkin T. Dankworth unloaded his illegal blood gold into the bank of the sprawl. The outright success of his errand caused him to ramp up production at his illegal blood gold mines. Things were sure starting to look up in the world of illegal blood gold mining. Mr. Dankworth was so pleased with his affairs that he decided to give Welp his first ever night off. Not knowing what to do with his free time, Welp decided to catch up on some of Mr. Dankworth's laundry. Garby Bunches found a vacant plot of land in the alley behind the Twisted Sisters Tavern and set up his Emporium of Wonders.
Good morning. You're listening to The Morning Crawl, the #1 morning show in the sprawl.
In the morning.
I'm your host, Dodger, joined as always by my co-host, The Ham, who I will remind you is a live pig. Let's jump right in and get your morning started and muse over the news. Today in the headlines, it was just announced that the heir to the throne, Princess Desdemona, has come of age and will be taking a suitor. No, I don't think Desdemona wants a pig as a husband, The Ham. But then again, neither did my ex-wife. Heyo! With multiple suitors making their way into the city, expect backups and delays across all major routes this morning. Now let's get to the music. You're listening to The Morning Crawl here in the sprawl with Dodger and The Ham.
to better one was Dodger and the Cluck. I guess it was too hard to keep training that chicken. An angsty band for tweens and tweens at heart. That's the official crest of the Sprawl and the royal family. Oh, what's that? A note? Dear Lil, please come down to the guard shed as soon as you can. Love, Dan. Maybe he wants me to work a shift for him again. Or maybe he forgot to put on underwear and needs me to bring him a pair. Well, there's a 50-50 chance. I'll get to use the chronometer 3000 today. Here's hoping.
And finally, the aforementioned grading pending review will be transferable to a more viable calculation.
Okay.
Which is, needless to say, a more economical contrivance for evaluation. Any questions?
Any questions?
Many questions.
Hey, Dad. I don't know. What's going on?
I have no idea.
Due to some recent irregularities, any guardsman who does not receive an above 2-star rating at the end of any given shift will lose their job.
Oh.
But I need my job for gambling.
I'll pretend I didn't just hear that.
You and I both know my dad has a tendency to half-ass his way through life. Tell me why he needs a whole asset all of a sudden and strive for anything above 2 stars?
Why, I'm glad you asked. I've been authorized to award above-average job performance with cash bonuses.
You mean, if we get more 4-star results, we'll make more money?
You're as quick as your father. Before I go, here are the allotted crystals to power your tools. And with that, I'm off to tell all the other gate guards about these new rules. Well, all of them except Randy. He's been terminated.
Wait, what?
Not Randy. That guy's a riot.
Which is exactly what his poor judgment led to. Wish me luck.
Wasn't Randy the one that worked here for 35 years?
Oh, jeez. Randy was just 3 payments away from paying off his new catapult.
Sounds like you need to start doing your job better.
More like you need to start doing my job better. Just like you wanted to.
No, that's, not exactly what I meant. You don't just get to leave me here while you get a bet on Goblin Ball games.
No Goblin Ball match today. I received a cryptic letter this morning saying they need me on palace duty, and they specifically referenced that you need to cover for me again. Looks like you're not the only one who wants you to work the gate today.
Again, not what I meant.
It's not all bad news. I scored these off-brand discount crystals from my bookie Fredo as a gift for being his best client. But he mentioned that they might only work some of the time. But I like those odds.
Oh boy. Oh, Dad, I need to talk to somebody about your gambling.
I love you too, Lil. And with that, I'm off. Remember, 2 stars or better or we're out on our asses.
No pressure.
That's my girl.
Malcolm, rather than repairing the dungeon which is falling apart, leading to the escape of a serial arsonist, I'm having the jail cells painted instead. Give me a call when the fellow gets here. Expect the imminent arrival of 2 envoys vying for an alliance with the Sprawl. That's 2 envoys, not 1, not 3. But 4 is right out. Take this opportunity for cultural exchange and learn as much as you can. Really get them talking. The Duchess of Scarsborough award. Winning feline companion Sprankle shall be arriving in its miniature royal carriage this week. As always, treat any non-human visitors, goblin, gnome, or ogre, etc., with extra scrutiny. Remember, if you see something, say something. Oh, okay, so we're okay. Do these have crystals or no? Oh, they don't have any, huh? Alright, let's do the X-ray. We'll do some truth spray. I guess we'll do the decoder. The wimp. And this.
Hello, ma'am. The name is Seamus McGoblin. I've been requested to do some work in the sprawl. Just have my supplies here with me, nothing else to declare.
Malcolm. Let's talk to him first. You have paint with you. Are you like an artist?
Me? An artist? No, ma'am. I have a real job. I'm a painter. I paint things like walls and doors. An artist? Oh, you're giving me a laugh.
I tease him. Yeah, my mistake. Most artists I've met are hip and cool. You're definitely not hip and cool.
That's a dreadful thing to say. I would encourage you to think about how your words may affect people and choose them more carefully.
I kind of want to scan his paint, but...
Well, it's about time he showed up. Send him to my office toot suite and I'll set him to work. No more doom and gloom down here in my office. Now it'll just be doom. What's that? Yes, I insist the horse get into the water. This is water polo after all.
If I'm being honest, I'm not sure what I'm being asked to paint. A note was left at my shop late last night. You can have a look if you like.
I've got some work for you to do. Come to the sprawl at 2:30. There are 2 ways to paint your stuffs, one legit and the other in cuffs. The little girl will guide your way so that you can earn your portion of the office sprawl currency. Yeah, okay. Mysterious letters are way more common these days. And I have a feeling I'm the little girl they're talking about.
I didn't want to say, but you are indeed a little girl.
Little girl? For my age,
How
I'm
old
not.
are you?
I'm 12.
You still seem pretty little.
Alright, let's let him through.
Many thanks. Say, before I go, do you have a favorite color?
Blue! I like blue, I guess.
Then I shall paint whatever it is I'm painting blue in your honor. Thank you again.
You let him do his job. What do you want? A parade? Oh, okay, so I missed something. Oh, I missed something! Do I want to try to get it perfect?
Hear ye, hear ye. I have come to announce to the princess a proposal of marriage from my lord and master, Prince Phineas Pomp, heir to the throne of Petrard. Prince Phineas, son of King Phineas and Queen Buttermilk, who was daughter of King Fangil,
Oh my
son
God.
of Queen Amelia, daughter of King Rupert, son of Queen...
I got it! Thank you. Wow, okay. I think I got it. Do I have to let him in?
Prince Phineas himself will arrive in the sprawl after a ceremonial visit to the royal sulphur mines of Petrard.
Oh, gross.
The prince will be christening the newest of our sulphuric refineries by smashing a bottle of Petrardian fizzy over the front door.
I guess you weren't important enough to go to the big party, huh?
As a matter of fact, the prince assured me it was much more important that I travel all the way here to announce his eventual arrival.
And you bought that?
I did until just this moment. An alliance between the great kingdom of Petrard and the Sprawl would benefit both sides mightily. Imagine the petrol and gunpowder our sulfur mines produce, combined with the technological advancements that your power crystals provide, would create a union that would make our two kingdoms the envy of the world.
Has Princess Desdemona even met Prince Flynn?
Phineas, Prince Phineas Pomp, heir to the throne of Petrard, son of King Phineas and Queen Buttermilk, who was daughter of King...
Please stop. Do I do anything else to him?
And now, in celebration of the beginning of this new chapter of prosperity between the kingdoms of Petrard and the Sprawl, I shall play you an original composition of my own on the Petrardian greeting bugle. If music be the food of love, then you know what to do, and a two, and a three.
You are really very bad at that.
You simply don't appreciate the nuance of the Petrardian greeting bugle.
Do I have to let him in? 3, imminent arrival of 2 envoys vying alliance. Okay, so that's 2. So, okay, I have to let him in.
Onward to announce the eventual arrival of Prince Phineas Pomp, heir to the throne of Petrard
Oh my God.
and future husband to Princess
Oh
Desdemona.
my God.
Incidentally, I believe there is a representative of the Marvarg Empire behind me seeking to make a similar offer for the hand of the princess. If you refuse her entry, I will give you much gold tonight. I will meet you at the tavern after your shift. Remember, do not let in the Marvarg delegate.
I mean, if the Marvarg delegate does not play a bugle, he wins, or they win.
Good afternoon, child. I would like to enter this bustling metropolis with the desire to purchase a hat. I have lost my previous hat and I require a replacement.
Why does he look so nervous? What's wrong with him? Why come all this way to buy a hat? Surely they have hats where you're from.
They do, yes. but they do not match the standards of my previous hat. I was known well as one who adorned a hat of the highest caliber. I cannot go back.
Go back where? Maybe you haven't looked hard enough?
I promise, child, I have searched high and low for the perfect hat. This sprawl is my last hope.
Is it just me? Is something off about this guy? Like, what's on his belt here? This old hat of yours must have been something special.
Oh, it was. It was the most fantastic hat you had ever seen. That is how I acquired my name. Signor Capello Fantastico.
What does that mean?
Mr. Fantastic Hat.
Was your old hat really worth that nickname?
I would have doubted it too, not having seen its magnificence up close. It truly was a life-changing hat.
Oh, what if I use the truth spray on him?
The hat, she was too much. Too fantastic for one man to wear. I couldn't handle the pressure of adorning such a prestigious piece of headwear. I did not lose that fantastic hat, I threw it away!
Oh.
But what should have been my salvation was the greatest mistake of my life. And now, I must find a new hat of equal, if greater worth than my previous hat.
I can only imagine the weight that comes with wearing such a fantastic hat.
Heavy is the head, as they say.
Okay. He seems legit. I hope you find your hat, Mr. Fantastico.
Thank you, child. The next time you see me, you will say to yourself, "Wow, has that guy got a fantastic new hat?"
I have no doubt in my mind. Your interrogation led to him bearing his soul to you, and you gave the man a second chance to find the headdress of his dreams.
I come with a message for Princess Desdemona of the Sprawl, from Praetor Kargan of the Marvog Empire.
I like her better already.
The Praetor bid me say directly to the princess, Egtag Maya Kora una Guahatag. Grant me access to deliver this message personally, and I shall recite the Praetor's words to the princess with honor. Hail, Praetor Kargan! Kapla!
What's in her bag? I feel like I'm not using these tools enough. What is that?
I killed 19 other mighty adversaries for the honor of delivering this message to your princess. I have brought you the head of the mightiest of these for you to inspect, as is our custom.
And now let's talk about what you've got under there. Holy beep!
Haha! You are impressed by my ceremonial weapons. Each of these weapons have drank their fill of blood in ceremonial combat, or of the blood of those who tried to remove them from me.
Yeah, I don't want to take these from her.
Haha, yes. You are indeed wise, little one. The Praetor is attending the ballet tonight. Upon its completion, Praetor Kargan will make for the sprawl.
Oh, so the Praetor is coming here later tonight then?
Not likely. In Marvog, the ballet can last days, weeks even. It continues until only one dancer survives.
Oh.
Ballet is one of the finest blood sports in the Marvog Empire, and the bodies of fallen ballerinas are stacked high in the main square, as is our custom.
Oh, dear God. Is there a prize for winning the ballet?
Indeed there is. The winner is put directly into the line of succession to rule. Praetor Kargan was one of the finest ballerinas I have ever witnessed. Slaughtered dozens of other would-be ballerinas with a grace and beauty that brought a tear to my eye.
Sorry, what exactly was the message you had for Princess Desdemona again?
Praetor Kargan crafted the message personally. A warrior poet. Hail Praetor Kargan! The message is Ektag Maya Kola Una Guahatag. Or in your language, it is marriage which will bring our two proud nations into a state of cooperation. That is the closest translation, even though it loses some of the beauty it has in our tongue.
You speak our language very well. Could you teach me something in Margvag?
It's just Marvag. Not in or rights or ease or anything like that. What would you like to learn?
Quiet, I'm thinking.
This is difficult. I believe the closest would be Migawat na Braha, which means death will come for you by my hand.
Whoa! Cool! Oh, she's so much cooler.
You have honor, little one, and shall always be a friend of the Marvag. And now, to fulfill my mission to speak the Praetor's words to the princess. Kapla!
Kapla! Little linguist, you admitted the Marvagan boy and you picked up some cool new phrases.
Whoa there, Lucy. Hello and salutations to you, most honorable guardian of the free peoples of the Sprawl.
Oh no, I already used the X-ray!
I am the envoy of the gallant Sir Beverly, a knight of some minor renown, which is also me. I have received a very special invitation from Her Majesty Princess Desdemona, as she turns her royal eye to finding a suitor. If there's nothing else, I will be off to my happily ever after.
I would like to see that.
When word reached me that Princess Desdemona was going to be entertaining potential suitors, I knew my days of jousting and dragon slaying were behind me. I saddled up my faithful steed Lucy and rode hard across the realm. For thrice 3 days we rode, stopping only to aid those in distress and relieve ourselves. Now, we are here to exclaim our dearest devotion to the beautiful princess, the fairest flower in a whole field of fair flowers.
You don't really look like the dragon slaying type.
Looks can be deceiving. By my eyes, you don't look like the castle guarding type.
I'm not. It's my dad's job. I'm filling it. You're proving my point. No! Come on, are you being punished or something? Alright.
This is not what we signed up for, Beverly. Can we get our $10 now?
All right. I'll be honest with you. I'm not the gallant Sir Beverly, knight of some minor renown. I'm just an envoy to plain Beverly, late-night custodian of the Goblin Ball Stadium, which is actually me. I've been watching the princess launch the ceremonial first slingshot at Goblin Ball matches for years now. Our eyes locked during one such slingshotting, and she smiled. My heart has been hers ever since that day. Also, I spent all my money on this costume, and I don't have any left to pay the horse.
This. We're out of here.
You'd better go too, Beverly.
I understand. You are being controlled by powerful forces and simply following orders. But know this, there is no force more powerful than love. You have not seen the last of Beverly, late-night custodian of the Goblin Ball Stadium. On, Lucy.
Shut up, Beverly.
It wasn't a real envoy, and that definitely wasn't a real horse. Masterful deduction there, Guardsman.
Hey, kid, are you Lil?
Who's asking?
Show a bit of respect. If you see her, tell her I got a mysterious letter for her.
Mysterious, you say? Fine, you got me. Who's it from?
I'm not authorized to know.
That is mysterious. Does this mysterious letter have anything to do with one my dad Hamish got this morning?
Your dad is Hamish? What a good guy. Did you hear about Randy, though?
Only 3 payments away on that catapult.
Yeah, it's a real shame. Anyways, just take the note. I gotta get back to work.
Thanks.
See you around, kid.
Little girl stands at a gate, making choices. I can't wait. If you got a taste of madness and wish to circumvent great sadness, come and meet me after dark. Together we make our stamp on the world. Nothing weird or creepy about that. Ah! Where's that music coming from? What's happening?
Good afternoon, I've traveled from afar. A simple girl who wished upon a star. Inside this castle lies my fate. Perhaps I'll even get a date. To my old life I sing au revoir.
And you are?
It's Lil, and you need a good reason to be let in. But so far, I'm not optimistic. Do you have any idea or anything?
I assure you that my heart is true. Must this be a whole to-do? Inside these walls, my destiny awaits.
It just feels like if you weren't singing, we could move this plot along faster. I don't have anything left. She is covered in blood?
I'm just so thrilled to finally be here in the sprawl. The people, the culture, the food, the hundreds of dark alleyways that could just swallow a person up.
Oh.
I have to say, I'm losing patience, Lil. At first you seemed so innocent, but still, I have a hunger driving me. The people everywhere will see. My My dark destiny I will fulfill.
Well, that took a dark turn.
Okay, Lil. Now that we're real bosom friends, I guess I can
What?
open up to you.
Huh? Can you just tell me and not sing it?
Nope.
Ugh.
I guess that it's all so true. Why I ventured here to you is that I am a thief.
Oh, okay.
And also I should claim that I likely bear the blame for forging checks and larceny, for smuggling drugs and piracy.
Oh my God.
Setting many fires and causing grief. So much grief.
What is this game? Oh my God, just because you're singing it doesn't make that any of that remotely okay.
For the love of what is that?
Excuse me, who are you talking to? What are you saying to them? Are you talking about me? Behind my back?
I'm right in front of you.
Oh, it drives me crazy when people talk about me behind my back right in front of me. This is making me angry.
Maybe let's try singing? Oh God. At times like this, what helps is this calming down.
This isn't a duet. I'm the star here. You think you're going to burn me? It's me that's going to burn you.
What? Oh! I died? I didn't think that it was that kind of game. Oh no.
Good afternoon. I've traveled from afar. A simple girl who wished upon a star. Inside this castle lies my fate. Perhaps I'll even get a date. To my old life I sing au revoir.
And you are?
It's Lil, and you need a good reason to be let in, but so far I'm not optimistic. Do you have any idea or anything?
I assure you that my heart is true. Must this be a whole to-do? Inside these walls my destiny awaits.
It just feels like if you weren't singing, we could move this whole plot along faster. So if I call anybody, right? I mean, this is the only thing I got. Is there a secret message if I play her song backwards? Okay. Oh God, I wish I could put on the headphones. That would be funny.
I'm just so thrilled to finally be here in the sprawl. The people, the culture, the
Yeah. What did I do last time I doubted her? I'm gonna tease her.
I have to say, I'm losing patience.
I can't even
Will.
skip it.
At first you seemed so innocent, but still, I have a hunger driving me. The people everywhere will see. My dark destiny I will fulfill.
Okay, that's still dark turn. I think I just have to hear out her whole song.
Okay, Lil. Now that we're real business.
Okay.
Nope. I guess that it's all so true. Why I ventured here to you is that I am a thief. And also I should claim that I likely bear the blame for forging checks and larceny, for smuggling drugs and piracy, for setting many fires and causing grief, so much grief.
Oh my god, just because you're singing it doesn't make any of that remotely okay.
Can I tell you a secret? I may have a large sum of gold that I brought with me to start my new life in the big city. If you can forget a few things that I just sang at you, I'll give you 50 gold coins. Can you imagine? Think about how many musicals you could go see with 50 gold coins. But I'll only give it to you if you let me in right now. 50 gold coins!
No.
Oh, fiddlesticks.
Cinnamon sticks. It's the first person we denied.
I see now that you aren't my friend. My time here is about to end. You haven't seen the last of me.
You're the worst! Oh, God. Despite the songbird's sweet serenade, you correctly identified a homicidal maniac and turned her away. With the right tool, there may have been more to find. Well, I did not have the right tool. Nice. Okay. Result screen like this one will guide you towards a 3-star result, but the 4-star is up to you. Even if I don't want to do her again, man. Oh, right. What was this? Hey, the wall's blue. Ideal for prisoners that only have one arm. Every castle needs a creepy dungeon, right? Having not seen a bathroom, you become horrified at the realization at what this bucket's for. Is this the right place?
It is. I mean, enter if you dare.
Oh.
Oh, you dared. Hello. Welcome to my lair of chaos.
It looks like a bedroom.
It is his damn bedroom.
It can be two things. I'm a minimalist.
So, this is the little guardsman we've been talking about. Wait, you are, right?
Yeah, I can't imagine why it wouldn't be.
Good news, little girl. You're going to be working the gate for the foreseeable future.
What? That's not good news. Why me? I hardly have a grasp on what I'm doing, and I'm barely tall enough to see over the desk.
I see. Then you're free to go.
Keep it together, Mal. Listen, little girl. We have eyes and ears all over the city, but the gates have always been a blind spot for me.
The point is, the safety and security of the sprawl must be preserved and protected, and you might be positioned to help maintain the balance. Do you understand our meaning?
Duh. You want me to do favors for you, use my position as a gate to let in the people you want in, deny the people you don't. Am I on the right track?
You're at the station.
What if I refuse? You can't make me do anything I don't want to do. I'm 12 years old.
Damn it, you've got us there. But how about we leave it up to chance? Guess which hand is holding the colored ball, and we'll forget about the whole thing. But if you guess it correctly, you agree to do our bidding no matter how nefarious or unreasonable. Sound like a deal?
Do I even have a choice?
Yes. You choose which hand.
Not the brightest one, is she? Malcolm is left-handed, I think, so I'd pick his left hand.
His right hand. Pick his right hand, you can't go wrong when you pick right.
Which one, you guys? Left?
Oh, I'm sorry. That was the wrong choice. What you should have chosen was my foot.
But you said it would be in your hand!
And what is the foot if not the hand of the leg? You lost fair and square.
But...
Oh, and don't worry about your father. We're each quite capable at finding ways to keep him busy, making sure you have to cover for him.
But...
That concludes this briefing. We suggest you go back home, rest, and wake up tomorrow prepared to go to your new, mundane job, which you will work at for the foreseeable future.
It's called being an adult.
Keep an eye out for our directives in your daily Guardsman writ. I trust you won't disappoint us.
Goodbye.
Why did you turn off the light? She obviously knows we're still here.
She wouldn't have known that if you didn't start talking.
I should have brought another drink.
They say nothing, as if they're no longer there, except they are. Boy, what a day! Hey, Arda, pour me a cold one, will ya?
Make that 2, Arda. Hey, wait a minute. You're too young to be drinking cold ones. Make hers a milk, please, Art.
Can it at least be cold?
That depends. How did work go today?
Did better than a 2-star rating, I can tell you that. What were you doing again?
The bidding of the 3 royal advisors.
Do you think it's normal that big names of faces of the city are using us for their own personal and political gain?
After today, I don't know what's normal anymore.
There's someone waiting for you in the back alley. Garcy Blinkers, Gerby Bonbons. Anyways, it's just through that door over there.
Hatman! Oh, they come to the tavern.
Hey, we have extra of the daily special today. Eggs and oil and lemon. Do you and your dad want to take it?
No, we're not going to take it.
This hat, it is not as fantastic as my previous hat. My journey, it continues.
It's broken. If you can find someone to fix it, be my guest.
I'm not talking to you. I wish I didn't admit that guy.
Lil, you came. Welcome to Garby Bunches Emporium of Wonder. You're my very first customer.
I'm gonna be supportive.
I was actually inspired by watching you alternately help and hinder folks at the gate yesterday. And I thought, Garby, there must be an industry of enterprising individuals supporting the guards. And when I looked around, there wasn't. So I met a mage who's got a magic crystal hookup, and now I'm selling Guardsman tool power-ups.
Oh.
If you've got the cash, I can sell you extra power crystals. Both the good kind and the cheap roll the dice and see what happens kind, as well as power-ups for all of your tools. It's pricey, but the more crystals you can load into those bad boys, the better. Finally, if you need cash, you can sell me anything you might have taken off of unsuspecting suckers. Here, take a look.
Ooh. You want your merchant license back? There you go. Severed head in a bag? I think I want an extra X-ray. There we go. What's this? That cannot be safe. Look, Lil could fall into the sewers if she could walk to that part of the screen. Damn it. I wanted to go sewering. Wait, I'm not ready for... What is there left to do?
That Malcolm is a madman, but at least he pays well. And with you working the guard shed, I'm pulling in 2 salaries. Your milk is on me.
Milk, please.
Maybe one day you can cover for me here at the bar.
Oh, do I have to talk to this fucker?
Aha! There she is, the brilliant little half-pint running the desk. I trust you refused entry to the envoy from the Marvog Empire like we talked about? If you did, I have the gold I promised you right here.
I let them in. No, I totally let them in.
What? Why? I thought we had a deal.
No, you thought you could bribe a guardian of the free peoples in the sprawl, which is a very serious offense.
Please forgive me, incorruptible and honest steward of the kingdom. I beg you, forgive.
I don't know. It's a pretty hefty sentence for attempting to pay off one of the protectors of the kingdom.
All right. Take the gold and we'll forget the whole thing. How does that sound?
What kind of gold are we talking about here?
I have here 20 pieces of gold. Fair is fair. Take them. They are yours, and with many thanks from Prince Phineas Pomp, heir to the throne
dear
of
God.
Petrard, son of King Phineas and Queen Buttermilk, who was daughter of King...
Just the gold. Thank you.
Oh,
Yes, here you are.
I hope we find this guy a hat. Who are you talking to? Quiet, you. Hit the hay. Oh my god, Seamus McGoblin did a commendable job painting the dungeon walls. Although humble, he really is quite skilled. He never let a drop hit the floor, and he did all the edges without using tape. Really high quality work. It brought a much needed breath of life into the room where some people wait for execution. Seamus went home with his hard-earned paycheck in one hand and a bouquet of flowers for his wife in the other. He put his 6 goblin children to bed, swept his wife off her feet, and took her to their room. Their 7th child, Becky McGoblin, is due sometime in the spring. The Petrardian envoy presented himself at court, which began okay, until out of sheer politeness, Princess Desdemona acknowledged his bulge. He proceeded to toot his own horn, which rapidly diminished the favor he had just curried, and all the in attendance left with a bad taste in their mouths. And a ringing in their ears. Wait, bugle, not bulge? Oh my god. I was like, okay, it could be that kind of game though. With everything else that's happened, it could be. I was like, out of sheer politeness, she acknowledged his bulge. Like, okay, sir, you have a... Like, the paper's covering it here. That night, laying in his bed in the chambers provided for visiting dignitaries, he felt ashamed for not having not only sought to bribe the little guardsman, but also for having buckled under pressure when the 12-year-old called him out for it. That night, his dream of one day serving as an intelligence agent for Petrard finally died. Oh no. Signor Capello Fantastico entered the sprawl and began his quest for the perfect hat. He ventured to enter a store that sold headgear in the sprawl. Henry's hats, Linda's lids, Homer's head bashed, I can't say the word. The Shapushak, Mind Your Millinery, hats, all caps, and even Yiddle's Your Milk Yurt, but none of them had the type of hats he was searching for. But rest assured, Signor Capello Fantastico will not relent until the top of his head is restored to his former glory. After relaying Praetor Cargan's message to the princess, the Marvog envoy walked past the National Ballet of the Sprawl's Repertory Company rehearsing in the park. Oh no. Seeing that the ballerinas of the Sprawl were doing things completely wrong, the Marvog envoy decided to join in to teach them a thing or two. Now the Sprawl's ballerinas are experts in first position and first-degree murder. Since the envoy was distracted, the praetor never got word if the princess received their message. But don't worry, they'll show up anyway. Denied entry, the fake Sir Beverly took off his fake armor, got back on his fake horse, and went home to his real hut, where he lived with his real mother and wallowed in his very, oh no, real depression. Chloe was picked up by a patrol outside of the city limits after setting fire to a hen house with her blowtorch, which spread to a number of surrounding houses, costing the treasury and reducing the city's food supply. Oh my god, she had a blowtorch. You might need to redo that day.
It's news in the morning with me, your news anchor, Manuel Mentiroso. Breaking news. The chosen suitors for our beloved and newly available Princess Desdemona will be arriving today in the Sprawl. Be on the lookout for royal carriages, entourages, and attitudes. Breaking news. The Duchess of Scarborough's prized pet cat, Sprankles, has passed away at the age of 43.
Oh no!
A representative from the Small Rodent and Budgie Coalition shared their condolences, then immediately scampered around without reserve. Breaking news. The Sprawl will be host to a Goblin Ball match today between our Sprawl Brawlers and the opposing Caladar Lightning at the Goblin Ball Arena. Breaking news. That was my last piece of breaking news. Keep tuning in for all your Sprawl news updates. We now return to our regularly scheduled radio silence.
Alright, guys. I think I'm liking this game. But I do think that we're gonna do a little bit of Onyx before we hop over to Purple. Oh. Or we could go straight to Purple.